Blackburn Rovers were once a marquee name in the Premier League, but they haven't seen the top flight of English football in over 10 years now. At one point, they were even relegated to League One back in 2018. Ladies and gents, we need to help these guys out. So today, that's exactly what I'm going to do by taking charge of Blackburn Rovers with the sole purpose of making them the world's best club. So here is the team that I have loaded into in Season 1, and I'm finding it hard to believe that this Blackburn Rovers side has got this much talent and they're in the lower half of the Championship. I mean, they've got Irish talent Sammy Smodic, who's 27, 74 overall. He definitely isn't a world beater, but he's still a damn good player. They also have Arnor Sigurdsson on the wing, 24 years old, 71 rated. If I'm not mistaken as well, last year in FIFA 23, he was a free agent. Can someone let me know in the comments if I'm right in saying that? But my personal favourite in Blackburn Rovers, Tyrese Dolan, only 21. He's 69 rated now. He's had a bit of a decrease from last year, but I reckon we'll turn this guy into a beast nonetheless. And to top it off, they've got a ridiculously young team. I mean, look at the age of all these players. They've only got one player above 30 years old, man. That's outrageous for a Championship side. The only real downside to Blackburn is the couple of players they've got on loan to us right now are really damn good, and also they've got some contracts to renew. But apart from that, guys, this team is solid. And finally, guys, the budget we're working with is pretty damn good too. 14 million to be exact. But if you've seen the title to this video, you know that this isn't your standard rebuild. We are only allowed to sign players who are failed Wonderkids. Players in previous FIFAs who were predicted to have a great future and a great potential, but right now they haven't really lived up to that. So whilst this team does have quite a bit of talent itself, I'm not exactly going to revolve it around these players. These guys are going to take a back step as soon as the players I bring in come into the fray. And the first step on making this happen is switching to the 3-5-2 formation. Yes, there won't be any fullbacks in this failed Wonderkid video because quite frankly, I couldn't think of any. But let me know in the comments down below who I actually could have used, because it's got me really curious on who I might have missed. And considering we're bringing in failed Wonderkids, the gegenpressing tactical vision is obviously the way to go, isn't it? Now, as you can see, the formation changes definitely made this team go a little bit all over the place, so I feel like it's about time we bring in our first failed Wonderkid, and we're going to take it back years ago for our first one. Now, who remembers Federico Makeda? He scored the winning goal against Villa so many years ago now, if I'm not mistaken, to win Manchester United the title. But since then, he's not done much with his career. He's literally a one-hit wonder, but for 700,000 on the dot, he is our first failed Wonderkid signing with Blackburn Rovers. And our next player is everybody's favourite winger from FIFA 14, Backley, man. What happened to this guy? He was honestly unreal at PSV, then he moved to Valencia and things just went on a downward spiral from there on in, and for that reason he only cost us 550,000 to sign up in FC 24. But this player is a little bit more recent, Matt Miazga from FIFA 16. I'll be honest with you lot, I still don't know what actually went wrong with Matt Miazga. I mean, he signed for Chelsea way back when, he never really played for us all that much, and when he did, he didn't really do a good job. But right now he's currently playing for FC Cincinnati in the MLS, I believe, so that shows you how bad his career's gone for him, and for only 3 million on the dot, he is our first defensive signing. But our last signing of Season 1 is a little more recent as well. FIFA 17's Jack Butland. I mean, he's 82 rated here, 89 potential. What the hell happened to this guy? This guy was everybody's worst nightmare when he played against them in Ultimate Team. He should have left Stoke when he had the chance. I believe he went to Palace a little bit too late, then he went to United. Now he's playing for Rangers, doing pretty well, but his career should have gone way better. And like I said, this is our final transfer of this season, as we've forked out 5.3 million for him. So heading into Season 1, the team does look a little bit like this, and I like the looks of it already. And just so you know, with the failed Wonderkids, I brought their ratings and potentials up to match the version of their card and the previous FIFAs that I've already shown you on the website. So we've got to revive their careers after all, haven't we? But it has got me curious, can 4 failed Wonderkids not only revive their career, but can they get Blackburn Rovers into the Premier League in Season 1? And the answer to that question might just be yes. We're in the playoffs alongside Norwich, Southampton and Middlesbrough after just missing out on automatic promotion. And we've just about beaten Middlesbrough 3-2 on penalties, and we're playing Southampton in the playoff final. And we've actually got promotion in our first season of trying. Blackburn Rovers are once again back in the Premier League for the first time in God knows how long. And guys, when you look at the team, obviously a lot of improvement has happened in our failed Wonderkids, but you got to admit this is definitely being a team effort. Some Blackburn Rovers players have definitely put a shift in too. I mean, Tyrese Dolan's gone up by 6, Arno Sigurdsson's gone up by 3, Carter's gone up by 3. Don't sleep on these guys, you know, these are decent players. And Smodic is actually our top goal scorer with 22 goals in 12 assists in 48 games, even beating Makeda to that, who's now 78 rated, for goodness sake. Well, I can't lie, that was pretty easy, guys. We've got Blackburn Rovers back into the Prem in our first time of trying. Beautiful stuff. But to be honest, guys, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this team looks like at the end of Season 2, because with the failed Wonderkids I'm bringing in, we're going to turn this team into an absolute monster. But before we get to Season 2, at the time of recording this, we just hit 50,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for your love and support. But now that new target is 100,000 subscribers, and I think we can get it by the end of this year. So if you're enjoying this video, leave a like on it and smash that subscribe button if you want to see more. So here we are, guys, in the new season with Blackburn, and it's official. As you can see, we are now once again in the Premier League with them. And this time our budget's massively increased. 68 million is what we've got to spend, to be exact. So by the end of this transfer window, who knows, we may have a team full of failed Wonderkids. But for Season 2, we're starting bigger than Season 1. Anthony Martial. I think we can all agree this guy definitely didn't live up to the hype around him. I mean, prior to United, he was a really good player at Monaco. Then he joined United, he had a decent start, and then, well, nothing really happened for him, did it? We can all agree he never really hit his stride at United, but he's got a second chance with me, as for 12.1 million, he's our first failed Wonderkid signing of Season 2. And joining Martial is Filippo Romagna, one of the lesser known failed Wonderkids on this list, but back in FIFA 18, he was projected to have 84 potential. But unfortunately, he definitely didn't live up to that potential, as we only had to spend 1.2 million to bring him to Blackburn. But next up is a much more known Wonderkid, Vallejo from Real Madrid in FIFA 18. I mean, I still believe he's playing for Real Madrid. He's just always on loan to other teams because he just isn't good enough to fit into the team now. But he's certainly good enough to fit into our team, as for only 6 million, he's the latest addition to the squad. And guys, just looking at the team now, it is slowly starting to look like an absolute monster in the making, but I reckon we've got a couple more signings in us for Season 2. And we've got yet another United failed Wonderkid here, Timothy Fosu-Mensah. I mean, this guy was actually really good back in the day. He just couldn't get the game time at United. And unfortunately for him, when he did move away from United, injuries massively plagued him, and it took him out of action for quite a while, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't live up to that 87 potential he was given way back when, but for 4.1 million, he's officially got a second chance. And our final failed Wonderkid signing, Kasper Dolberg in FIFA 18, had 85 potential, and this guy was an absolute monster at Ajax. But this is a case of bad luck, really. Dolberg was the main man up top, then Ajax brought in Dusan Tadic and Huntelaar, which made him go from the main man up top to the second choice striker. And then just like Fosu-Mensah, he had a string of injuries left, right and centre, and that really didn't help his career in the slightest. He went from an undeniable rise to an insanely unfortunate downfall, but for 13 million, I'm going to do my absolute best to get him back to his best. And yeah, granted, we do have 12 million to spend, but I don't really want to go overboard every single transfer window. We can bring in more players next year. So here's an update on how the team is looking before we get into our first season in the Prem with Blackburn Rovers, and I've got to say, guys, I'm expecting massive things from this team. I mean, there's only 2 players in the entire starting 11 who aren't failed Wonderkids. The rest of them have got bags of potential, and I'm hoping that this year they can actually fulfill it. But maybe I got my hopes up just a little too much. We did only finish mid-table, but to be fair, it's our first season back in the Prem. We've still got a long way to go. As for the FA Cup, Fulham knocked us out in round 3. And Coventry knocked us out in round 2 of the Carabao Cup. I'm aware that I didn't show you guys last year, but we did just as badly last year, man. I feel like I've got to show you guys something good, but if we're this bad all the time, then who cares? But one thing I do care about is the improvement in this team this year. The failed Wonderkids are slowly beginning to revive their careers, and I'm loving every damn second of it. I mean, Butlin's now 89 rated, Martial's 86 rated, Makeda's 83, McCarley, Vallejo. I mean, they're all putting a right shift in to revive their careers. But you wouldn't believe it from the stats, because quite frankly, these are absolutely absolutely I'm being deadly serious. These are some of the worst stats I've seen at the end of the season in quite some time. Maybe that's why we finished 12th in the end, because whilst we do have a good team, they don't know where the back of the bleeding net is. But next year, we will be bringing in a centre midfielder and a central attacking midfielder to finally fill up this entire starting 11 with failed Wonderkids. And to be fair, we may bring in some for the subs bench as well. But before we get to the bench, we're going to focus on the starting 11 by bringing in Ross Barkley from FIFA 16. I mean, he was 80 overall, 88 potential. What the hell happened to this guy? Admittedly, I reckon my club Chelsea has a lot to answer for when it comes to Ross Barkley. He was absolutely mustard at Everton. He moved to Chelsea and then he never really hit his stride, did he? But rest assured, I'm not making the same mistake Chelsea did, as for only 4 million on the dot, we have signed him up and I'm going to do my best to get the best out of him. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle in the starting 11, Rashedli Bazawa from Ajax in FIFA 16. He was 77 overall, but look at that potential, man. It's such a shame he never hit his stride. I mean, he was amazing at Ajax, to be fair, but then he moved to the Bundesliga to play for Wolfsburg and it never really worked out from there. And after unsuccessful loan spells at both Porto and Utrecht, he moved back to the Dutch league to play for AZ Alkmaar, but for 6.9 million, he's moving to the Premier League to play for me. And there we go, guys. The starting 11 is officially filled with failed Wonderkids. Now let's try to bolster the subs bench just a little bit more. And we're going to start by bringing in right winger Amin Harit from FIFA 18. I mean, he had 78 overall and 86 potential back then. And after doing a lot of research into this guy, believe me, I still couldn't really find out what really went wrong. But a lot of you guys suggested this when I put that community post out way back when, so I'm putting him in the team for you guys. And it's the same story for Bartlomew Drakowski from FIFA 19. He was 73 overall, 84 potential. However, I am pretty certain that injuries did have a massive impact on this guy's career. But regardless of all that, they have both now joined Blackburn Rovers for the combined total of 23.9 million. But we're not done yet, guys. We're travelling back over 10 years to bring Matija Nastasic in from FIFA 12. He was 72 overall. He had 88 potential as well. And our final side in Season 3 is FIFA 19's version of Jorge Mira, 77 rated and 85 potential. And for the combined total of £6.8 million, we brought both of these players in on permanent deals. And there we go, guys. The team looks ready to rock and roll for the second year in the Premier League. Here's hoping we can go from 12th in the Premier League to the top 6. And we were so close to it. We are 7th in the Premier League. Well, I say we were so close to it. We're a good 7 points away from it. But I do believe 7th place gets you European football. So you know what? I'll take that. And this time we made it to the quarters of the FA Cup to lose 1-0 to Ipswich. Bloody Ipswich knocked us out. Look at that draw as well. We literally had the easiest opponent and we still lost. And we got knocked out in round 2 of the Carabao Cup by Portsmouth. That's just the icing on the cake, really, isn't it? But ladies and gents, some of these Wonderkids improvements has been nothing short of spectacular, man. We're on the cusp of calling this team world class at this point. But the stats still aren't that impressive. Kasper Dolberg got 17 and 5, Makeda got 12 and 6, Martial got 11 and 4, but apart from that, it's not really nothing to shout about in the slightest. But I suppose the good thing is we have gone from mid-table to the top 8. That's an achievement in its own right. But here's the thing, I genuinely cannot think of any more failed Wonderkids. I know that there's going to be so many more out there, and I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments right now, but for now, I feel like I'm just going to leave the team as it is and let them develop and grow by themselves. I mean, it makes sense to do so. They're all young again, they've all got the potential that they once had, they're all playing well. I reckon maybe in the next 2 or 3 seasons, we go from 8th in the league to the Premier League title and maybe even the Champions League final. And guys, I might be onto something, because at the end of Season 4, we are inside the top 4 in the Premier League after finishing 3rd this season. I mean, we were 23 points behind Manchester City, but Manchester City are just on a different planet to everybody else, aren't they? We can't really compete with them right now. But this time, we did make it to round 4 of the FA Cup. And we made it to the semis of the Carabao Cup, losing to the Bottle Jobs on penalties. We didn't even score a single penalty. Oh, that's the inexperience for you, isn't it? There's a reason they're called failed Wonderkids after all. But we did qualify for the Europa Conference League last year. We were in Group C alongside Aberdeen, Brøndby IF in Austria Vienna, and as you can see, we quite comfortably made it through to the knockouts. And in the round of 16, we smashed Aberdeen 4-2. And we smashed Vitoria SC in the quarters. And we smashed Trabzonspor in the semis. Oh, boys, we're looking at a whitewash here. Look at that. We have won our first trophy in charge of Blackburn Rovers, and it happens to be the Europa Conference League, smashing Nice 3-1 in the final. Get in. And I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm really not. This team is levels above the Conference League right now. It should have been in it this season, never mind next. And finally, the stats are looking pretty damn good. Dolberg with 26-8, 25-10 for Federico Makeda, and 14-1 for Bakley. To be fair, Martial and Dolan getting on the score sheet too. Fair play to them. I've got to admit though, going into Season 5, I'm very curious to see how we handle the Champions League. Obviously, the team right now is absolutely brilliant, but it's going to be interesting to see how they cope against the big boys in Europe. But guys, in Season 5, we've definitely closed that gap at the top of the table. We are second in the Prem, only 6 points behind Manchester City. Now, we only lost 2 games all season, but we drew 16. Bloody great. I'm telling you now, either Season 6 or Season 7, we are winning this Premier League title. At this point, it's just inevitable. As for the FA Cup, we made it to the semis before losing 2-1 to Arsenal, man. I'm so sick of making it to the semis and not getting to the final of these competitions. And to top it off, we've once again been knocked out of the Carabao Cup on penalties, man. We need to get better at penalties at this point. It's just becoming a joke. We're in the Champions League. We were in Group C alongside Celtic, Juve, and KRC Genk, and as you can see, 6 wins from 6, total domination. And what's actually mental about this, Celtic make it through to the knockouts with us, whilst Juve gets sent straight to the Europa League. We're in the round of 16. My very good friends Bayer Leverkusen absolutely smashed us 5-1. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was beginning to like Bayer Leverkusen again, and then they pull that off. It's like they don't want me to like them. But guys, this team is looking pretty damn decent. Not much overall improvement this year from everybody, but a couple of individuals are really standing out. I mean, just look at Federico Makeda, for goodness sake. He's grown 4 this year to a 95 rated striker. If only he could have done this in his career. But the important thing is, he's doing it for us, getting 25 goals and 5 assists in 53 games. Just look at those stats, to be fair. Dolberg, Martial, Bakley, all getting on the score sheet. One thing I will say though, as good as Barkley's become at 87 rated, only getting 9 goal contributions from the cam rolls, just bizarrely bad, isn't it? But this year we finished second in the Prem, semis in the FA Cup, and the round of 16 in the Champions League. So those are the benchmarks for what we've got to improve on next year. Here's hoping we can actually do it. Well, we've certainly improved on one thing at least. We have won the Premier League title with Blackburn Rovers, and we've done it in dominant fashion. 19 points clear of second place Brighton. Out of the 38 games we played in the Prem this year, we only lost 4 of them, man. That is genuinely so impressive. But we do lose the Community Shield to Manchester City. And we've made yet another semi-final. I am so sick of falling short in these competitions, man. We're so close every time. But we only made it to round 3 of the Carabao Cup, once again losing on penalties. So it's good to know that we are consistently terrible in the Carabao Cup. Now this time in the Champions League, we're in Group C alongside Bayern, Celtic and Dynamo Kiev, and once again, undefeated may I add, we go through to the knockouts, where we play OGC Nice in the round of 16 and quite frankly destroy them. And we did the exact same to Juve in the quarters. We could be playing Leverkusen, Barca, PSG. Oh, please be Leverkusen. I want my bloody revenge on them. It wasn't Leverkusen, it was PSG. We lost 3-2 in the semis. Leverkusen beat Barca 4-1 on aggregate. Oh my god, no wonder we got our backsides handed to us. As for how the team looks, take a look for yourselves. The improvement in the quality we've got is ridiculous. I mean, Makeda is almost 99 rated, man. That is ridiculous. But he somehow is in the top goal scorer. That goes to Kasper Dolberg, who got 31 goals and 10 assists in 57 games, man. How the hell do you outscore someone like Makeda? But guys, we took a massive step in completing our mission with Blackburn Rovers. We made them the best team in England by winning the Premier League title. All we need to do now to make them the world's best team is win the Champions League. And honestly, within the next 2 seasons, I wouldn't be surprised if we pull it off. But unfortunately, in Season 7, Man City got their bloody revenge on us. They've once again won the Premier League title, man. They are just so goddamn good, man. You have one off season, they're right back at the top. But this time we did win the Community Shield final, battering Newcastle to do it. But this time in the FA Cup, we make it to round 5 before Nottingham Forest, quite frankly, humble us. And this time we made the Carabao Cup quarters before Manchester City once again get the better of us. As for the Champions League, we were in Group E alongside Lazio, Sporting and Shakhtar Donetsk, and once again for the 3rd time in a row we have gone undefeated into the knockouts, where we face Real Madrid and destroy them 4-1 in the round of 16. And we've smoked Inter Milan in the quarters. We could be playing PSG, Barca, Juve, I don't care who we face. We're on a roll right now. Come on, please, this time let's get to the final. We've finally done it. 2-0 against Juve in the semis. We're playing PSG in the final. Good. That's our chance of revenge when they knocked us out not long ago. And guys, judging by our stats, got out them in the final. Makeda with 29-11, 22-9 for Dolberg, 21-6 for Martial, and 14-4 for Sakoria Bakali. PSG's defense, get ready for an annihilation, lads. And here is how the team of failed Wonderkids looks going into the Champions League final. It's safe to say we don't have to call them failed anymore. These guys are Wonderkids, and they've definitely lived up to the high. Even the bench is looking good. Dragowski 79 rated, Nastasic 80 rated, Romagna's 83 rated, and of course Harrit is 88 overall now. And like I said last year, we've already made them the best team in England. We just need to beat PSG in the Champions League final to make them the best team in the world. Here come PSG. Sanchez is on the ball. Look at that for defending from me. Okay, maybe not good defending. What a save from Butland. Go on, son. Here comes Ross Barkley, though. The number 8 is going to go wing. Oh, that's beautiful. Bakali is on the ball. I'll tell you what, let's have a little Trevor. What are you doing? Get out the way, you stupid donkey. Oh, this isn't good. Jorge Mir, you need to get back. Sancho is through. Look how quick Mir is. Oh, okay. He fell into Sancho, and that's a penalty. Great stuff. Come on, Butland. I've got faith in your bottom right. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. Oh, no. What a save again. Oh, my God. Butland is ridiculous. Oh, no. Mbappe's through. Butland come out. Oh, he couldn't save that one. Just shy of the half-hour mark. Mbappe puts PSG 1-0 up. I don't know what's going on with our defence there, but Mbappe had so much room to run into. We got to do better than that. Can we come back just like that? There we got Martial on the left. He's against Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's gone past him with ease. Oh, look at that. Could we get it? Oh, my God. Martial is too good. Martial has just ripped PSG apart by himself, man. What a play we've turned him into. He gets the ball. He cuts inside. He takes Trent out. He takes Araujo out and smashes it past Donnarumma. Great goal. But we got him on the wing now. We're going to find Bakali. The Belgian youngster is going to come forward. Maybe not. Bizawa on the ball once again. Can we find... Oh, I tell you what, Bizawa is basically like Hullet in this game. He's so good. Oh, that was almost 2-1. Right, here comes Hullet on the ball. We're going to find Bakali on the right. Oh, look at Bakali. He's got so much room to run into. Can we find Dolberg? Okay, maybe not. Maybe if Donnarumma wasn't literally 8 foot tall, we might actually have got that cross in. Oh, no, PSG have got a bit of space. Great stop from Butland. It's not done yet, though. Butland once again with the save. PSG are definitely giving us a game, man. I'm telling you that for nothing. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is not getting past Bizawa, though. Hullet is coming forward, and it looks like we have got a great opportunity for a counter-attack. Barkley is on the ball now. He's got literally nobody with him. He's going to go all on his own. That 5-star weak foot is coming in clutch on the hour mark. Barkley puts us 2-1 up in the Champions League final. That all came from Bizawa, man. What a player he is. He feeds Barkley in, and on that 5-star weak foot that Barkley's got, he's never in a million years missing that. But PSG coming forward once again. Oh my God, Butland, what a keeper you've turned into, lad. Fair play. PSG are giving us a serious game, man. I'm telling. Oh my God. Oh, no way. You jammy sods, man. Barcola, get off yourself. How jammy is that? The corner's a beautiful crossing, don't get me wrong. He gets into the crossbar and Barcola just lands to his head. Okay, Martial. We could do with another amazing solo goal. Oh, we may just get one. I tell you what, let's have a dink from distance. We can't get it close to the goal. Gets a corner, though. Bakali on the corner. That's a great delivery. And there's no one... Oh, my God, Makeda, what are you playing at? You're literally so open. I'm disappointed in Makeda, man. We've barely been able to get him the ball. And when he's had the ball, he's done absolutely nothing with it. PSG are coming down the left-hand side with Andrew Robertson on the ball. Is he going to get past Mira? I don't think he's going to be able to. Great tackle, Mira. Here comes Zakaria Bakali. Okay, he's definitely got the pace. Look at him go on this right-hand side of the pitch. He's got nobody with him. I don't think he's going to need anybody, though. He's going to cut back. Hang on. We found Dolberg.
Nope.
Oh, my God. Oh, come on, Donnarumma. Bro, that was the chance. Another good delivery in. We could get the win. That's a great ball in. Oh, my God. Hit it. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, my God, Donnarumma, you're so good in goal. Another corner. Bakali to take. Another good delivery, and this is it. Game over. Maybe not. Bizawa on the edge of the box. Left foot shot. Great save. Yet another corner. Come on. One of these has got to go in at some point. Vallejo, that is just friggin' awful, man. What are you doing? Barkley comes out. We still got the ball. Bizawa is on the ball, though. Let's have a long shot from distance. Oh, my God. What a goal! Hullet Gang player Bazawa, Rashedli Bazawa, has just won us the Champions League final. What an absolutely world-class player he's turned into. PSG have well and truly given us a proper game, but Bazawa, what a strike. Donnarumma's been on the form of his life in this Champions League final, and even he couldn't stop that. A goal of that caliber as well, that just deserves to win this game. I don't care what anybody says, and we may just be on the cusp of it with that tackle from Vallejo. Here comes Martial. He's got the ball. Can we make it a fourth? Oh, what a save from Donnarumma. Makeda's on the ball. The 98 rated player who's done absolutely nothing. Can we get a goal with him? Oh, Donnarumma forced another save. 6 minutes added time. Is this going to be it? That is the full-time whistle. We have just beaten PSG 3-2 in the Champions League final with a team full of failed Wonderkids, which we can't really call them failed now because they've just fulfilled their potential by making Blackburn Rovers the best team in the world. But I've got to admit, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. 7 seasons in total, but you know what? We got there in the end like we always do. But that is the end of this video. Once again, thank you so much for 50k. Next up, 100,000 subscribers. And whilst you're still here, if you want to watch another video, just click right here to watch this one.